The Silent Vanguard. The discovery came on an ordinary Tuesday morning at NASA's Deep Space Network facility in Canberra. Dr. Sarah Chen was reviewing routine data from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter when she noticed an anomaly, a subtle distortion in the atmospheric readings above Olympus Mons. Most would have dismissed it as instrument error, but Sarah had spent 15 years studying Martian atmospheric patterns. This was different. Within hours, she had compiled enough evidence to convince her superiors that something was deliberately bending light around the volcano's western slope. Within days, a classified task force of the world's leading scientists confirmed her suspicion. An artificial structure approximately 3 kilometers in diameter sat nestled in the Martian landscape, hidden by advanced stealth technology. The most shocking revelation wasn't the structure's existence. It was its age. Mineral dating and architectural analysis suggested it had been there for at least 4 centuries, silently watching Earth's development. Humanity had never been alone in their solar system. They had been under observation the entire time. General Michael Okonjo of the United Nations Space Command stood before the emergency session of the Security Council, his normally stoic expression betraying a hint of satisfaction. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began, "we face an unprecedented situation. But I want to be clear, this is not a crisis. This is an opportunity." The chamber erupted in confused murmurs, but Okonjo continued. "For centuries, an advanced civilization has studied us, likely expecting panic and chaos should we discover their presence. They've watched us develop from steam engines to quantum computers, waiting for the moment we detect them. Now we have that knowledge, and they don't know we have it." Dr. Chen took the podium next, bringing up detailed scans of the Martian installation. The facility appears to be automated, transmitting data to somewhere beyond our solar system. Based on the transmission patterns, we estimate the closest alien outpost is at least 30 light-years away. That gives us time. "Time for what?" asked the French representative. Okonjo smiled. "Time to prepare humanity for its debut on the galactic stage. Not as the primitive species they expect to find, but as equals who have known about them all along and have planned accordingly." The Chinese delegate leaned forward. "You're suggesting we keep this discovery secret from the public?" "Precisely," Okonjo confirmed. "We let their observers continue thinking we're blind to their presence while we prepare. Every technological advance we make, we ensure some of it stays hidden from their sensors. Every space mission we launch, we use to gather more intelligence about their capabilities. We build our strength in the shadows, just as they have watched us from the shadows." Dr. Chen pulled up another display, showing a complex network of planned sensor arrays and defense satellites. "We've already begun designing systems that can detect similar stealth technologies elsewhere in our solar system. If there are more observation posts, we'll find them." The Security Council chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. Humanity had just been handed a cosmic advantage, the element of surprise. For the first time in history, all of Earth's nations faced a common purpose that transcended their differences. "We need absolute unity on this," Okonjo stressed. "Every space program, every major research institution, every defense contractor, they all need to be working in concert while maintaining the illusion of business as usual. We're not just advancing our technology anymore. We're crafting humanity's first impression on the galactic stage." The Russian representative spoke up. "And when they finally do make official contact, then we show them that humanity has never been as primitive or as blind as they assumed," Okonjo replied. "We demonstrate that we've known about them all along and have prepared accordingly. We prove that we deserve to be treated as equals in the galactic community, not because we asked nicely, but because we earned it through our own ingenuity and foresight." As the Security Council debated the details, Dr. Chen found herself staring at the image of the alien installation on Mars. For centuries, it had watched humanity's stumbling first steps into space, recording their progress and probably their failures. Now, without even knowing it, it would witness humanity's greatest achievement, unifying and advancing in secret, preparing for a moment that would reshape the future of both their species. The observation post continued its silent vigil over Earth, its alien masters light years away, unaware that their subjects had discovered their presence and were quietly, methodically preparing to turn the tables. Humanity's greatest performance was about to begin, and their audience didn't even know they were watching a show. Project Oracle. The next 5 years transformed human civilization in ways that remained invisible to the watchful eyes on Mars. Deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, in a facility that officially didn't exist, Project Oracle took shape. Humanity's answer to the revelation that they were being observed by an advanced alien civilization. Dr. James Kumar stood in the facility's central command center, surrounded by holographic displays showing the latest breakthrough in quantum entanglement technology. The beauty of it, he explained to the assembled military and scientific leaders, is that it's completely undetectable to their surveillance systems. Traditional communications can be intercepted, but you can't intercept what isn't there. The quantum communication network they'd developed allowed instant, untraceable communication between Project Oracle facilities scattered across the globe. While the aliens watched humanity's public internet and radio transmissions, an invisible web of quantum-entangled particles carried humanity's most crucial secrets. Colonel Maria Santos, head of military integration, pulled up a simulation of their latest defense system. We're calling it the Aegis Protocol. Traditional military hardware is developed in the open, letting them track our apparent capabilities. But every new weapon system we create has a hidden component, a quantum-enhanced upgrade that can be activated the moment we need it. The gathered leaders watched as the simulation demonstrated how seemingly normal military satellites could transform into a sophisticated defense network at a moment's notice. Conventional missiles could suddenly engage quantum targeting systems. Standard body armor could activate advanced energy shielding. The key, Santos continued, is that none of these enhancements require visible modification to the base hardware. As far as their sensors can tell, we're just building better versions of the same old technology. They have no way to detect the quantum components lying dormant within. Dr. Kumar nodded. We're also using their own surveillance against them. Every time their observation post scans Earth, we analyze the type of sensors they're using and develop ways to fool them. We're not just advancing our technology, we're specifically crafting it to exploit their blind spots. In another part of the facility, Dr. Sarah Chen, now head of alien technology analysis, worked with her team to reverse engineer the principles behind the Martian base's stealth system. They're using a form of metamaterial to bend light and other forms of radiation. She explained to a visiting general, "We've already replicated it on a small scale. Within 2 years, we'll be able to hide entire cities from their sensors if necessary." The project wasn't without its challenges. Keeping such massive technological advances secret from the public while maintaining the illusion of normal progress required unprecedented coordination. Every breakthrough had to be carefully measured, with just enough revealed to show plausible advancement while keeping the true extent of their capabilities hidden. The hardest part was the waiting. Everyone involved in Project Oracle knew that somewhere out there, an alien civilization was watching Earth, probably planning their own approach. The temptation to reveal their knowledge and challenge the observers grew stronger with each passing day. But patience was part of the plan. Let them watch. Let them think they were seeing humanity's fumbling steps toward the stars. Every day they maintained that illusion was another day to prepare. Another day to strengthen their position for the inevitable first contact. In the facility's strategic planning room, General Okonjo reviewed the latest intelligence with his team. "We've detected 3 more observation posts in the solar system," he announced. "One in the asteroid belt, one on Europa, and one in orbit around Neptune. They're thorough, I'll give them that." "Should we be concerned about the additional surveillance?" asked a junior officer. Okonjo smiled. "On the contrary, each post they maintain is another source of intelligence for us. Every scan they make tells us more about their technology. Every transmission they send gives us more of their data protocols to analyze. They think they're studying us, but we're the ones learning the most valuable lessons. As Project Oracle continued its work, humanity's visible progress followed a carefully choreographed path. Public space programs launched larger rockets, developed better satellites, and planned ambitious missions to Mars, all while keeping their true capabilities hidden behind a veneer of conventional technology. The quantum network expanded, invisible to all but its creators. Defense systems grew more sophisticated while appearing deceptively simple, and somewhere in the vast reaches of space, an alien civilization continued to watch, unaware that their quiet observation had sparked the greatest technological revolution in human history. They thought they were watching humanity's evolution into a spacefaring civilization. Instead, they were witnessing an elaborate performance, a carefully crafted illusion that concealed humanity's true strength. When the curtain finally rose, the observers would find themselves facing not the primitive species they expected, but an equal who had anticipated their every move. The Geneva Gambit. The message arrived exactly as humanity's analysts had predicted it would. A massive alien vessel appeared at the edge of the solar system, broadcasting on all frequencies in over 1,000 languages. People of Earth, we come in peace to welcome you into the galactic community. In Geneva's newly constructed planetary reception center, General Okonjo straightened his uniform and exchanged knowing looks with Dr. Chen. After 8 years of preparation, the moment had finally arrived. Everything that followed would proceed according to a plan decades in the making. The alien ship was exactly what their analysis of the observation posts had led them to expect. A Concordat diplomatic vessel designed to impress developing civilizations with its size and capabilities. As it approached Earth, the ship's sensors would be scanning for military responses, signs of panic, or technological capabilities that might pose a threat. They found nothing. Just a seemingly primitive species scrambling to organize a diplomatic reception. The alien delegation materialized in the center's main chamber right on schedule. Tall, crystalline beings that called themselves the Orcs. Their leader, first speaker Zixtal, stepped forward with an air of benevolent superiority. "We have watched your species' development with great interest," Zixtal announced, their crystalline form refracting light in complex patterns. "You have shown remarkable progress for such a young civilization. We are here to guide you into a broader universe." General Okonjo stepped forward, his expression carefully neutral. "On behalf of humanity, we welcome you to Earth. We've long wondered when we might encounter other intelligent life." The practiced lie came smoothly. Humanity had spent years rehearsing this moment. "Your wonder is natural," Zixtal replied. "We have observed many species' first contact moments. The transition can be difficult, but we are here to help ease your civilization into the galactic community." Dr. Chen watched the aliens' subtle reactions, noting how closely they matched the behavioral predictions derived from years of studying their observation posts. Every patronizing gesture, every carefully calculated display of superior technology. It was all exactly as expected. The negotiations proceeded according to standard Concordat protocols. The aliens offered limited technological assistance in exchange for resource rights and colonial concessions. They explained the existence of their observation posts as a necessary precaution, clearly expecting shock or outrage from the humans. Instead, General Okonjo simply nodded. "We understand the need for caution when contacting developing civilizations. Tell me, how long have you been watching us?" "Our first observation post was established 412 of your years ago," Zixtal stated proudly. "We have thoroughly documented your species' development." "Fascinating," Okonjo replied. "And the post on Olympus Mons, has it maintained continuous operation all this time?" The crystalline beings froze. In the sudden silence, Dr. Chen allowed herself a small smile. The first card had been played. "We have no record of revealing that installation's location," Zixtal said carefully. "You didn't," Okonjo confirmed. "We found it ourselves." just as we found the ones in the asteroid belt, on Europa, and orbiting Neptune. We've known about your surveillance for quite some time. The alien delegation's crystalline forms flickered with patterns that their cultural experts identified as alarm and disbelief. Impossible. Our stealth technology was impressive, Dr. Chen interjected, but not infallible. We detected your first post 8 years ago. Since then, we've learned a great deal about your civilization from studying your technology. Zixtal's form pulsed with rapid color changes. If you knew of our presence, why did you not attempt contact? Why should we? Okonjo asked mildly. You clearly wanted to observe us without interference. We simply returned the courtesy, while taking the opportunity to prepare for this very conversation. Echoes of Terra. The revelation of humanity's knowledge sent shockwaves through the Concordat's diplomatic corps. Within hours, the alien delegation was requesting emergency consultations with their superiors via quantum channels they believed Earth couldn't detect. They were wrong about that too. In Project Oracle's command center, Dr. Kumar and his team monitored every transmission. They're panicked discussing how to handle us, he reported to the assembled human leadership. They've never encountered a species that detected their observation posts before first contact. It completely disrupts their standard protocols. Colonel Santos studied the tactical displays showing the positions of previously hidden human defense platforms activating around the solar system. They're scanning for military assets now. Should we maintain the veil? Not anymore, General Okonjo decided. It's time for Phase 2. Let them see exactly what they're dealing with. Across the solar system, quantum systems hidden within ordinary satellites and space stations activated. Advanced shield generators hummed to life. Weapon systems far beyond what the aliens believed humanity capable of producing revealed themselves. When the Orcs delegation returned to the negotiating table, their crystalline forms vibrated with barely contained agitation. You have hidden your true technological level from us, Zixtal accused. Just as you hid your presence from us, Dr. Chen countered. We learned from your example. Everything you see now was developed while under your observation. Consider what that says about humanity's capabilities. The Concordat will not be threatened, Zixtal began. This is not a threat, Okonjo interrupted firmly. This is a demonstration of why your standard first contact protocols need revision. You watched us for centuries, assuming you understood our capabilities in psychology. You plan to guide us into the galactic community on your terms. Instead, you find us prepared to enter as equals. The alien leader's crystalline surface rippled with complex patterns. You suggest an unprecedented arrangement. No species has ever entered the Concordat without a probationary period. No species has ever detected your observation posts or developed countermeasures to your technology before first contact, Chen pointed out. We've earned the right to set new precedents. In orbit, more human ships decloaked, vessels that had been built in secret, incorporating both reverse-engineered alien technology and humanity's own innovations. They took up formation around the Concordat diplomatic ship in a clear but non-threatening display of capability. Consider carefully, Okonjo advised the alien delegation. You can either accept humanity as equal partners in the Concordat, or you can maintain your current protocols and watch us continue to advance on our own. We've already proven we can detect your surveillance and develop technologies you didn't expect. How long before we surpass you entirely? Beyond the stars. The negotiations that followed reshaped the standard protocols for incorporating new species into the galactic community. Humanity's unique approach, detecting alien observation while using it as an opportunity to prepare in advance, had demonstrated a level of ingenuity that could not be ignored. 1 year after first contact, Earth's first official embassy opened on the Concordat's capital world. Dr. Sarah Chen, now serving as humanity's chief diplomatic liaison, stood at the podium before representatives from 100 alien species. The story of humanity's entrance into the galactic community is not just about technological achievement, she declared. It's about perspective. When we discovered we were being watched, We didn't respond with fear or anger. We saw an opportunity to learn, to prepare, to demonstrate our readiness for the challenges ahead. General Okonjo, recently appointed as Earth's military attaché to the Concordat, added his own thoughts. The traditional model of first contact assumed that developing civilizations would either react with panic to the discovery of alien life or would be overcome with awe at advanced technology. Humanity proved there was another way, to face the unknown with preparation and purpose. The Concordat's observation posts still operated throughout Earth's solar system, but now they served a different purpose. They became joint research stations, where human scientists worked alongside alien researchers to study the ongoing development of both civilizations. Project Oracle's facilities were transformed into training centers, where representatives from other emerging civilizations could learn from humanity's example. The quantum technologies developed in secret became the foundation for a new era of galactic communication and defense. Perhaps the greatest lesson, Dr. Kumar explained to a group of alien scientists, is that true readiness for galactic citizenship isn't about achieving a certain level of technology. It's about demonstrating the wisdom to use knowledge and opportunities effectively. As humanity expanded into the stars, they maintained the principles that had served them so well: careful observation, strategic preparation, and the balance of openness and discretion. Their ships carried both defensive capabilities and diplomatic overtures. Their colonies served as bridges between cultures rather than just outposts of human civilization. The alien observation post on Mars remained as a monument to humanity's unconventional entry into galactic society. Its sensors still functioned, but now they recorded a different story, not of a primitive species struggling toward the stars, but of a civilization that had earned its place among them through ingenuity, foresight, and the courage to prepare for a future they knew would come. In the end, humanity's greatest achievement wasn't just advancing their technology or detecting alien surveillance. It was proving that the path to the stars didn't have to follow expected patterns. They showed that a civilization could be both careful and bold, both strategic and honest, both prepared for conflict and ready for peace. As Earth's influence grew within the Concordat, other species began to reconsider their assumptions about developing civilizations. The age of hidden observation posts gave way to a new era of open communication and mutual respect. And at the heart of this transformation stood humanity, not as conquerors or supplicants, but as innovators who had changed the very nature of first contact. The stars had never seemed closer or the future brighter. Humanity had proven themselves ready not just to join the galactic community, but to help shape its future. And somewhere in the vast reaches of space, other young civilizations were looking up at their own skies, wondering if they too might one day follow humanity's example and forge their own unique path to the stars.